Meanwhile, European diplomats are shuttling between US and Iranian officials in Vienna over nuclear negotiations. While the talks fall behind on progress, senior British, French and German diplomats have said that without any headway, the talks will soon become an empty shell. Referring to the deal named the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, the diplomats added that time is now running out. Without swift progress, in light of Iran's fast-forwarding of its nuclear program, the JCPOA will very soon become an empty shell, offering a pessimistic assessment of efforts to revive the deal. The so-called E3 diplomats said in the statement that they still have not been able to get down to real negotiations. And in the latest coming in, the US Secretary of State Antony Blinken has now said that the US is preparing for alternatives in case efforts to revive a deal to curb Iran's nuclear ambitions collapses.
Two things. First, with regard to Iran, I would refer you to the statement that I saw published by the E3, by the United Kingdom, Germany, and France. And it made a few points. It said very clearly, time is running out, that Iran has still not engaged in real negotiations. Unless there is swift progress, the E3 said, the Iran nuclear agreement will become an empty shell. And what we've seen so far is Iran losing precious time by advancing totally new positions that are inconsistent with a return to the JCPOA. We continue in this hour, on this day, to pursue diplomacy because it remains, at this moment, the best option. But we are actively engaging with allies and partners on alternatives.
On the contrary, Iran has said that there has been reported progress in the talks on drawing up an agenda. Iranian officials maintain that they are serious about committing to these talks. But the West has accused Tehran of backtracking on the position it held earlier. Iran's top negotiator Ali Bagheri Khani has said that though good progress has been made with world powers, some actors persist to blame game instead of diplomacy. Iran also said that European countries have failed to offer constructive proposals to help salvage the deal. The 2015 agreement aimed to prevent Iran from developing an atomic bomb. The deal ensured sanctions relief in return for tight curbs on Iran's nuclear program. Now the US President Joe Biden has sought a mutual return to compliance with the deal, but Iran wants Washington to lift a raft of sanctions. The other countries in the deal are Britain, China, France, Germany and Russia. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.